there it is. There is our Perfect Enforcer. So we pick that up immediately. Is it good to go for a Wickstone here? Maybe. Okay, so we get Firelight. So it's not good to go for a Wickstone then. Hey guys, welcome back to Monster Train, and we're gonna do our Remnant, Mountain Remnant Champions Guide today. So we're gonna go through a Covenant rank 25 run and go through my choices, the cards, how things are in the Mountain Remnant. Before I do that, there is a guy on Reddit who wanted a code to complete Covenant rank 25 with Mountain Remnant, but he doesn't have a he doesn't want to do it himself, so he wants a code. And he doesn't have the Last Divinity, so I mean, I guess I'll just show my run history of a run summary of what I played before, and if he understands, he understands. If he doesn't, whatever. I'm not gonna play a game just for him. So we're gonna do the Last Divinity run, not a Mountain Remnant run. Well, here is a Melting Umbra run that I won. I guess if you want this, sure. Like, there's what I did. I think it's just Bounty Stalker scaling, and yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what I did before. So now that I know the game better, maybe there is a duplicate for the Bounty Stalker, and I can duplicate it. But like, from the look of things, I feel like this is a. I actually don't know what this is. It's like 3 floors. Why is there a Crucible Collector? I'm not sure. But yeah, so there's a code. If you want it, take a look at the run summary to see what cards I picked. Well, only 3,000 points, 30,000 points. But yeah, so there is that. And another thing is that I wanted to before I jump into a game is I want to test out something. So let's just go to Covenant 1. So the guide that I made spoke of the Rector Flicker, the Dark Calling, resolve triggers, the order that it triggers. So I'm gonna try to see if like, he said that it doesn't, like, if your units are on the same floor, it doesn't matter the order that they die in. So I don't think that it's, and we don't get Dark Calling. And we don't get Dark Calling again. I'm not gonna play a full run. I'm just gonna test out if this works or not. Let's not take the wax. Don't really care about the money. So let's just see if this works. So I have. Let's just put them on the top and then like see if he'll revive once the burnout dies. Maybe he does. Burnout. Maybe he does and I'm wrong. I guess maybe. yeah, I guess that is the case. Okay. Well, I'm wrong then. So yeah, but yeah, I guess the burnout might be different. I don't know. It might be different, but huh, that is interesting. Okay, I think I understand. It's the resolve is after the combat, another phase after the combat. So you combat first, and if you have a burnout, you burnout trigger. So burnout happens during combat, and then the resolve is after combat. I'm trying to think if there is another another case where that the order does matter. Like I'm thinking of what can this work? Maybe. Okay, so thorns would happen during combat, and resolve happens after combat as well. So like something that dies, resolve dies? Is there such a minion? I don't think there is a minion that has a resolve kill itself. But I do know that it does. Maybe it's an older version of the Rector flicker of the Dark Calling. Because I do remember this being a thing back in the days. At least when the game came out, this was a thing where the order of the order of the Rector and whatever unit is on the same floor, it did matter. But yeah, can't really find one, and yeah, I guess yeah, I guess it does. The resolve is like think of it as like a phase, a whole phase after the combat. So you have combat phase, and then you have a resolve phase. So it's like that. Anyways, we'll go up to current rank 25. We got to 5 win. I got to 5 win streaks after I lost my 11 win streak. Yeah, I think I got to 10 win streak just from playing Wormkin. Like I was practicing Wormkin, and then I got a win streak like during my practice, and then it was a really I was getting the hang of playing Wormkin, and then I played another game after the tournament, and then so that got me to 11 wins, and then I posted on Reddit that game that I lost. Well, that Transcendent deck. Stealth Seraph is a pain. Anyways, for this run, I am just gonna play a Little Fade game. Rector is it's not a very good choice. Like in my opinion, like playing with Rector is just feels so bad versus playing with Little Fade. That's just my feelings, and yeah. So since that, whatever the game, like that whole thing, testing and showing the code, already took 10 minutes here. So I will try to do a quick one, simply because Little Fade is, if you have a good deck. I mean, if you really have good cards, like a good units, like Little Fade, it's really easy to play. I mean, not Burn Bright, Firelight, it's really easy to play. We're gonna go with Fate's First Blade. There aren't that many X-Cost cards in Melting Remnant and Stygian. So Melting Remnant, the Exox card does improve your burnout, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't, like, the extra attack doesn't matter too much because you have a lot of scaling anyways in Melting Remnant. So the extra attack, it's just cherry on top of the cake. It's not like helping you that much. And Stygian Guard, the Exox card from Stygian Guard, it just sucks. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, Flicker's Liquor is good because, and then out of all the three of them, I should have kept the screen there, but out of the three of them, only Flicker's Liquor affects your units. The other two are just affecting. Oh yeah, no, we have a health, but since we can reform, the health on your units doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so here is a game where we don't have Firelight. So what I like to do is, what I like, sometimes I take the little Icarus, but I think in this case, since we are playing with Stygian Guard, a little Icarus, it's not. I think, I think Eternal Flame is just easier to play, in my opinion, of course, because you need to, for little Icarus to work, you need to think of your positioning. You need to think of reforming your little Icarus, your little Fade back, and then trying to get the enemy to kill themselves on the spikes. And Eternal Flame does work if we get Firelight later on. So we would have we would have Endless already on the card, and then like having Endless on the card, it's really nice if we're playing with Firelight as well. Okay, so well, here to kill the guy, I need to scale my little Fade up, but if I play this, then I can't, then this Forged Disciple is not gonna hit my Entomb Explosive. So that is a little bit of a problem. I don't know. Not really sure. Grab the money. Doesn't really matter. Like that. I need to somehow get my little Fade killed. Maybe that wasn't the correct choice. good enough. So since Little Fate doesn't scale continuously, it doesn't scale permanently, you don't really care too much if he gets a kill on the boss or not. If you're playing with Little Icarus, you do like pretty much want to get as many kills for Little Fate as possible. So you want the Little Fate to kill the boss, either through the spikes or kill him directly. But in this case, we have Eternal Flame, so it doesn't, like, as long as the boss is dead, it's good. Okay, so Molten Encasement. We have a Remnant Banner and Stygian Banner. It's not very good. Okay, oh yeah, I didn't say anything about the cards that we have. Remnant Host, it's just decent. It's not that good. But if you reform it a lot, it can do quite a bit of damage. The Entomb Explosive is really good. So yeah, and if you don't get a Legion of Wax, you can put an Entomb Explosive on top of the Entomb Explosive for 100 damage. So each of them, they are dealing 50 damage. So if you have two of them, one on top of each other, you get 100 damage. And so the thing here is, do I take Molten Encasement? Hollow Drippings, it's not that good. But maybe I do like try to get some, still try to go for like Burnout extension and try to get some Burnout extension. Let's go for it. And yeah, Flash Freeze for some backline damage. Offering Token is good too. It just depends on if you want to draw or if you just want the backline damage. And I think the backline damage is needed right now because I don't have any backline damage. Okay, well, we have an Icy Silo fight. So, previously, before the Last Divinity, Icy Silo fight wasn't that good. It wasn't like... It's okay, like if you want to run a spell weakness deck, you run it and it provides you with some spell weakness. But now, since this guy has sweep, I'm thinking that it is really good now. Because you can put a unit on top of each other, if you put a scaling unit on top of the Icy Silo fight, she just scales really nice, and the sweep just kills everything. Now, the thing is, I don't have any scaling right now, so still, like, I think it is still this choice. And I'm gonna go for the Remnant banner, even though the steel might be the right choice, but there it is. There is our Perfect Enforcer, so we pick that up immediately. Let's do this. To get rid of the consume on that. if we don't have any other burnout extension cards, we might want to put holdover on this. Depending on what on the next card rewards, the next fight after the next ring, what card rewards we get. If we get another burnout extension like the oh my god, I'm forgetting the card names. The Purifying Cleanse or Wicklash. If we get any of them, we put holdover on those. But if we don't get any of them, we just put holdover on this Hollow Drippings, and yeah, it will be just good. So the thing here is I don't have any burnout extensions right now. Like, it would be cool to put the Paraffin Enforcer on top of the Icy Sulfide right now. I think it's better to put to just stack the Entombed Explosive right now. The magic power is not like these cards. They only do single target, so it's not good for magic power. And maybe we want to. Yeah, maybe I'll just do this. Lower the cost. And continue. So this should be fine. Okay, so there is an Entombed Explosive. So even though it's dealing 100 damage, it's actually dealing 50 damage twice. There is a difference in, like, if you have two units that have less than 50 damage, you do get them both. So that is something to think about, and it is good. Like, it's actually really good. Maybe I want to kill that. Kill the Paraffin Enforcer so I can actually revive it. Let me do this. I don't want to put Train Stewards into my revive pool. So I'm not gonna play them out. Okay. Let me put this guy on in the back. Oh, he's gonna die to spikes anyways. That was a little bit wrong. I should put the Paraffin Enforcer in the back and then buff and then extend it to burnout. But this is fine. Let's put a chump blocker in the front. Okay, there's a draft. And there is also another hallowed drippings. So, no burnout extension. But I do have little fade. I can hopefully try to get a firelight for the burnout extension. It is a little bit scary to do that because you might not get the firelight on your little fade. Hallowed drippings. Like right now, I don't really need the draft, so it's not necessary to have it. Like right now, I can just put the paraffin enforcer onto the IT Satellite, and yeah. Okay, I do have a Merchant of Magics to hopefully get holdover. We're gonna, yeah, I think we're just gonna take another Hallowed Drippings for the Burnout extension. And then I'm gonna go for a Ice Tornado. We don't have any offering triggers, so Crypt Builder is not that, it's not that, like, that it doesn't feel good to use 3 mana to play Crypt Builder, so we're gonna go with Ice Tornado. It has a chance of dealing with the backliners, and that is still one of our weaknesses, the backline units. I mean, we do have a sweeper which can help with that, so like we're gonna try for it. Instead of doing this, I'm just gonna reroll because the maximum cost of a rare rare upgrade is 120, so this can go I think, yeah, lowest is 95. This cost here can go from 95 to 120. This is something I didn't cover in my previous run-throughs, but yeah, 95 to 120 cost. You have to play around it because sometimes you just miss 5 gold or 10 gold and then you're really sad. And it did happen to me like quite a few times. Like in this case, if I had gotten an Emberstone upgrade, I wouldn't be able to afford this keepstone. Like, yeah, it would be really bad for that to happen. Let's see what's here. Okay, I think, is there a Merchant of Steel? There is a Merchant of Steel here. So we need a Merchant of Steel. I can't, like, so right now, so what I'm thinking here, I should explain my thoughts, is that I want to pick up this Lady of the House, or the Lady of the Reform, I think can also work, and just put the Paraffin Enforcer onto one of these instead, because they have burnout, they have innate burnout, and you get more turns to search for your burnout extension cards. For in this case, our 2 Hallowed Drippings. 27 cards. Every turn you draw 5, 6, or 7 cards. When I'm playing with Little Fate, I rarely take Capacity nor Ember, because, well, in this case we don't need any Ember because we have the Flicker's Liquor here. Capacity is not really a problem because you just have, so these units are 2 capacity, 2 spaces, and then I like to duplicate them. I like to first upgrade and then put the Paraffin Enforcer onto one of them, and then you upgrade it, and then you duplicate it, so you have two space units that makes 4 spaces, and then little fate is 1 space that makes 5 spaces. So that is exactly 5 spaces. You don't need space in your boss artifact thing. So what to do here? Like I can actually look for a intrinsic. Actually, I can look for intrinsic and put intrinsic on this hollow drippings, and then I mean it's 5 whole turns. I most definitely will get my other hollow drippings, so I think it's fine. Oh, and health can be a problem too. Health is a problem. This does offer a lot of health. Well, I can... yeah, I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna look for health. Actually, actively look for health upgrades for my icy sulfide. We're gonna do this now. Yeah, do this now because there isn't another upgrades. There isn't another castle or temple until way later. Yeah, let's take a lot. And then we can continue to upgrade. Let's give plus 10 there. I'm going to Merchant of Steel next, so I still want to save my money. I mean, so like right now we have 80 pack shards. It is a lot, don't get me wrong, but it's still okay. We're not gonna play our train steers. I'm not sure if playing these guys on the bottom floor is correct, but I'm gonna just try to make it correct. One more. Okay, can I survive? Yes. And then let's go here to kill this guy. Okay, my little fate is gonna die before the final phase. Or the final thing. Let's skip. I mean, we have an ice tornado for however many spell weakness did this guy retains. We could just use that. And hallowed house. No, we want to burn out. We want burnout extension. We don't want to kill our units. And so these, none of these are good. We don't have any cards that we want to get rid of for the Sacrificial Resurrection. The Ice Empire is like it's actually good. This card is actually good if you're playing top floor. So if you're playing top floor, like picking this up, it's actually not a bad choice. But it is too situational, and I might not be playing top floor because I do have spell weakness on my Icy Silo fight. So we'll just skip. And there's a Bounty Stalker, but we already have a decent comp already, in my opinion. So that it's not the pick. Yeah, it's not the pick. I mean, we did not draft the draft. So yeah. Just it'll be just another thing to worry about if we get the Bounty Stalker. Like, in my opinion, it might work. Like, it might actually work, but I just think it's like fine to just focus on one single strategy and just focus on one single strategy, and that's it. Is it good to go for a Rickstone here? That's my thought, my thinking here. Maybe. Okay, so we get Firelight, so it's not good to go for a Rickstone then. Skip whatever this is, and then we're gonna go for this Hellvent. I'm looking for health. I'm looking for health. Let me reroll. Okay, there's Runestone. Or just a simple Heartstone. Runestone... not casting that many spells. Let's just go for a simple Heartstone. It's a quick, it's all, don't get me wrong, this is the quick, it's what you want to get to. But I'm thinking that I do need the health. I'll spare on the pack shards. Let's grab this. Mark of Invasion, it's really not that big of a deal when you have a sweeper. Let's play this so he dies first. Just plays the Entomb Explosive. Yeah. There is some anti-synergy here because he does, this Little Fate does have quick. He might just kill whatever units that comes up, but it's like it's still like not that bad. Okay, can't really grab the money. Whatever, that is fine. Maybe I shouldn't have played the. I shouldn't have triggered that. Okay, well, this sucks. Okay, gonna take some damage. Wait, I know I have this. Play here. I think I have enough burnout, so I don't need to keep that card. Okay, it's gonna get really good once I get another icy saddle fight. Like it'll be much better once I get another icy saddle fight. I think I would like maybe I can put the Entomb explosive there for the damage, but I think 100 damage is still nothing to laugh at. Still good. Okay, well, I think this run, like, in my opinion, this run is already over. Like, that is even more over. We have engulfed in smoke. Let's pick up the Ancient Synergy since it does do a lot of damage. I'm gonna go here for the duplicate. Let's get rid of our train stewards since they just clog up our reform pile. So you don't, so you need to manage your reform pile when you're playing with the Melting Remnant. You don't like, sometimes you just reform a bunch of train stewards and you're sad that because this primitive mode is random unit. You really want to have everything in your deck or everything in your reform pile to be something that you want to reform back. And in this case, we have Endless on our Little Fate, but if we don't have Endless and we have 2 levels of the Firelight instead, in this case, that would be actually making the limiting or just having your reform deck be really thin is really nice because you can actually reform your Little Fate back when you want to. So here, with the resin block, it's nice, but except Little Fate, nothing else really dies. Well, there's an Entombed Explosive, but it's fine. I think the Lost Luggage is more important, like because it draws a lot of cards. Simply because it draws a lot of cards. This is a problem. Okay, so that is a problem. I should actually put these guys, even though it's a problem, maybe I should still put them on the bottom. We'll see how badly it's gonna be when I put them on the top. Remnant Host. Okay, I do get my burnout extension. Let's put the remnant post there just to grab some money. Yeah, it's... I think... I'm gonna try the bottom floor. If it doesn't really work, I'm gonna just go back to the top. That is not correct. That is wrong. It's wrong, but I think it's still okay. We can just kill this guy. So I just need somehow, some way. I just need some way to deal with the boss. And I'm actually currently I'm not sure what that way is. This helps a little bit. Two. Like, I can reform them back. I don't have a space here for my little fade. I think this is fine. Okay. That is an option. Okay, that is another option. Okay, we're good. Okay. Crushing Demise. So here is so we can go for another engulfed in smoke. And so what I like to put on my engulfed in smoke is -2 cost and holdover. So that'll make it 0 cost and you can play it every single turn. But the thing here is, do I take this and the second one? Because we already have one, and Crushing Demise here seems also really nice. This kills the boss, the mini bosses in the Last Divinity, like straight away, so you don't need to worry about them anymore. and then it kills a lot of the heavy units, and like killing the heavy units, like it's like also really nice because heavy units such as the overcharged tanks, the light wings, the flying yellow dudes, those are like really difficult to deal with. And then there's a power wing, which it can be really annoying sometimes too. So engulfed in smoke. I feel like if our units survive, like we can just get a lot of rage anyways, and just kill the units outright, kill the enemies outright. Let's skip here. We already have some energy siphons here already. Don't need another spell weakness. No offering, so really no Titan's Tooth. And this Chrysantine Seed is bad. Yeah. Unless you're running maybe a consume, you want consume cards when you're playing Wormkin. But otherwise it's good only in the early games, to wipe out the floor immediately. What those 5-1s, or like the archers too, you can just get rid of them. But yeah, just no for now. I mean, no for this, what we are running here. So okay, there's a holdover, which is nice. And okay, let's check out this thing. Spell chain. Spell chain. No, not really. Let's grab the piercing on the ice tornado. This will help it. And let's downgrade this, or not downgrade, upgrade that. Give that thing -1 and +10 magic power. Reroll. Okay, I'll consume one of these things. Let's do this. We're most likely not gonna get 2 -2s. 2 -2 upgrade, so whatever that so whenever a -2 upgrade or the upgrade from the temple comes up, I will try to go for just put it onto my engulfed in smoke. And we only have 1 divine temple left here, so just hopefully we get it. If not, we still have holdover on the card, and then we can just put a -1 onto it. It's gonna cost 1 mana or ember every single turn, but it's still like, it's really good to have your units just not there, not getting hit at all. Random rare. X cost cards. Apart from X cost cards, so like normally I don't really check. I just pick whatever, and whatever comes up, it's fine. Whatever, it's fine. Intent on Death, it's good. So so Well, I'm doing this because I want to explain my thought. Intent on Death, Hollow Drippings. Oh yeah, we can just do this, rare, and then spells. So Intent on Death is good. Remnant Pact is good. Vaccine Spike is good. And these other three are not so good. And the other one is Stygian. Stygian wise, actually, only Deep Offering and Gifts for Guard is good. Harness the Titan is fine, but we don't have that many spells. So let's go Melting, and no. We don't want to remove Burnout. Removing Burnout is bad. And let's get rid of this last train skirt here. And just another Frozen Lance. Or a Frozen Lance. We're gonna let's save some money for the Merchant of Trinkets. So we have upgraded our units to the max already. We don't need to upgrade our units anymore. So oh yeah, another thing for Arcus here, I'm not sure how how you determine if it's the stealth Arcus or if it's this version of Arcus. I don't know what differentiates the two. How you does it matter what kind of Seraph you're facing? Does it matter what, I don't know, what something makes the two Arcus trigger differently. If you're playing with the stealth Arcus, I think, I'm not really sure, but I think 120 shards in my case would still yield you with either stealth 7 or stealth 8, and you can still play on the top floor to avoid the stealth. But in this case we have Engulfed in Smoke, so don't really care. Play this just to kill. Maybe I should have played the Engulfed in Smoke. Oh yeah, I totally should have played the Engulfed in Smoke. Okay, I'm not playing this correctly, so let me just show you how exactly to play this. There's an exact order of cards. You need order. So you need to play this in order. So this first, you want this guy stealth. You could play that. You don't want these guys to be stealth, so you play them out, and then that's it. So you want to play the stealth first. So here, and then this, and then here, Maybe I should play this engulfed in smoke. Oh well. Oh, there's a freaking energy siphon. Okay. So, stealth. Like this guy. Stealth, like this guy. So rinse and repeat, basically. And we have it already. That didn't kill, but this kills. Okay, so gifts for a guard. Okay, I did say that gifts for a guard is good, but actually it might not be good because it can just grab my engulfing smokes and make them have consume, and I'm sad because I can't get them back. So it's not that good. These two, we're not doing a frostbite deck, and we don't want to remove our burnout. And let's grab more draw. And going this way. Tomb units get plus 30 and burnout 1. Friendly units gain extinguish, apply armor 5. Let's take this. Not really that necessary. I mean, I think we have a really good survivability already. Okay, there's -2. We're really set. Intrinsic. We're gonna, yeah, just put it on here, it's fine. Let's get rid of... Yeah, I think the remnant host has overstayed its welcome. And get rid of the frozen lands. And we're gonna go with Firelight 2 here. Yeah, none of these are that good. This is just a very minor effect. This is a minor effect. This is good, but I really need Endless on my Entomb Explosive for this to be really good. So no, not really. Combustible wax is nice, but we don't need like that much burnout. So try the Winged Steel. No money to remove cards. Okay, so we have a Hellvent and the Unstable Vortex to remove more cards. And the Merchant of Magic here. So, yeah. Spikes. Oh, spikes. Fucking spikes. Why? Spikes is the only counter here. Can I do it though? It's gonna be a challenge. I'm gonna try it. I think I may be able to do this, but I need to play on the top floor. Just so that I can kill like some of these guys straight away. It's gonna be a lot more damage next turn. Okay, they do get killed. I mean, they are gonna get killed, but it's just... Are they gonna... need them to survive, though. I keep forgetting to play this first. Okay, I killed most of them. Let's play this down here. Stealth. Stealth. Just kill that guy. Okay, now I don't have any spikes to worry about. Okay, yeah, this is why like having some health actually helps a lot. Let's take the resin removal. Really good for against spikes. You don't like. I think I said in my guide that mortal entrapment is actually good now because of the daze. But since we have engulfed in smoke, our units are stealth. The Last Divinity can't hit us anyways, so we don't need to daze the Last Divinity. And we actually wanted Last Divinity to kill the little fade for us, so that we get the damage and the health and the burnout from the little fade. So we're gonna take the resin removal here, and none of these. Like I just think another holdover. I don't think we need a holdover. So yeah, be sure to take a look at everything. Take a look at all the shops before you make a decision on which card to pick, or which upgrade or artifact you want. Votive key, not really necessary. Yeah, not really necessary. Let's go here. Guild marker. Well, memorial found too late. Cleansing water. I mean, we have purifying cleanse, or not purifying cleanse. We have resin removal already, so cleansing water is not that necessary. Take the guild marker, just so that our shops are cheaper. Votive key, it's not necessary. These two are not that good. Let's take this forgotten name, just for that a little bit of extra magic power. Duplicate a card. Duplicate a card. There's really nothing for me to duplicate. Okay, I think it's okay, let's remove first. Remove a frozen lance. Okay, I'll hold off on the second option. I'll put holdover on the purifying cleanse here, or a resin removal here. Like, we're definitely not gonna play it every single turn, but it's just good to have it maybe 2 turns in a row. Reroll. Permafrost. Not really necessary. Make this cost 0. Yeah, so another thing that I forgot to mention is that you should take a look at the Seraph type that you want to face, that you're gonna face. This deck right now for me is really bad against the Consume Seraph. So you want to take a look at if you can afford to purge all these frozen lances so that you don't screw yourself over, because the Consume Seraph, like, you have to consume 7 cards before you fight. You can actually fight him out of stealth. So you need to consume a lot of cards. And I mean, in my case, even if we remove this frozen lands, maybe we still have enough consume cards, enough cards to consume. Like, we can still consume our Perpendicular mode, like 2 of them or 3 of them, and then we have here Hallowed Drippings. We have this frozen lands. We have Flash Freeze for the consume, Energy Siphon for the consume. We can, like, if worst come to worst, we can consume the Engulfing Smoke if that's the case. And then like Ice Tornado can be consumed, like Resin Removal can be consumed. So you really need to think about those things. But in this case, we have Seraph the Temperance, so we don't need to worry about that. Just put it here, whatever, it's fine. Okay, we can continue to remove cards, but I think we can just pick this up instead and duplicate. Don't have a card to duplicate. Yeah, let's duplicate this for the backline targeting. Maybe it'll come in handy for those backline removals. Not really necessary, I don't think. But I guess it's still good to have again. Yeah, I guess it's still good to have. Okay, so this is a... Okay, so because Little Fate here has 0, cost 0. He's gonna get hit by the Light Wings. And then he's gonna buff my Icy Saddlefights, and then they're gonna kill the Light Wings. Even though my Icy Saddlefights have 0 attack right now. Let's do this. This here, here. Sure, we'll do 1. We don't need to play the Hallowed Drippings every single turn. Okay, let's Resin Removal. This will remove our saps. Let's do this, this. Play it again. This. This. I guess we can actually resin remove every single turn because this guy, because of the sap. Oops. Forgot that I need to kill the little Fade. Can I kill the little Fade? Somehow kill the little Fade? Oh, there is that. I don't have a spell to draw for the spell weakness thing here. I want to, like, it's actually possible to go for his flying kill, but I don't see it here at least. This will hit this Shade Wing. Oh well, we'll hit it. I don't know. I don't know like how I could have maybe had a flying kill. Maybe there was a flying kill somewhere. I'm not sure. Okay, so like for this, we can go either top floor or bottom floor. Don't think it matters too much, but I'll go top floor just so that not that way. We'll restart. It's a misplays all around. So we should actually do this, and then this, and then stealth up, and then play this guy, the little Fade. Here, for some spell weakness, we'll play this Entombed Explosive out, and then do we want the Hollow Drippings? No. We want to draw some better cards. So, play the Icy Salophyte, Engulfed in Smoke, play this. Let's do this. And this. Okay, so now I think it's very possible to go for a flying kill against the Last Divinity, but it just requires a little bit of thinking, because you want to get clear. Yeah, well, at least in this case, I want to clear all the minions, and then play Ancient Synergy against the Last Divinity to do a lot of damage from the spell weakness. The other way is to just wait for my Icy Stellify to scale up their damage, just so that they can actually get damage. I'm gonna wait on casting on spending my spell weakness here. Like you can do this, but it's you can also just spend whatever spell weakness you have, like every time you get it. Here. Okay, here. Play the Ron. I played it wrong. Didn't play the Engulfing Smoke first. I always make this mistake of just playing the champion out without playing the Engulfing Smoke. So don't be like me and actually play your Engulfing Smoke. Well, good thing is that I can actually draw my Engulfing Smoke like pretty consistently. I think I have it next turn, if I'm not mistaken, even though I can't pop the spell weakness. I don't have it, but if I do this, I didn't hit the Last Divinity. If I do this, okay, I just hit this like that, and then he's dead. So, I mean, it's pretty bonkers, the Firelight. As you can see, like as long as you get Firelight, you get any unit. It doesn't have to be a sweeper like the Icy Fight. As long as you have something, and Paraffin Enforcer is also the key. You need the Paraffin Enforcer for the rage stacks, and then if you have multi-strike on it, you duplicate it. You have 2 multi-strike 2 Paraffin Enforcer units, and then they hit 4 times every single turn. They buff each other, so because they buff each other, you like the scaling really it really scales up a lot. It's 3 rage per hit, and you hit 4 times you get 12 rage. Yeah, 12 rage on every burnout unit you have on that single floor, or just the both of them. If you only have the 2 of them, two paraffin enforcer units. So it just really really ramps up your damage, especially in the Last Divinity fight, because you can hit the Last Divinity from turn 1. For Seraph, you have to wait until the Seraph comes to your floor so that you can actually hit him. But for the Last Divinity, you can hit him every single turn, and then you can rack up those rage points straight away. If you don't have sweep, you might not. I don't think I might have been able to kill the Last Divinity on flying, but nonetheless, like if I didn't have the sweepers, it would still be good. Like it would still work with the Lady of the House or Lady of the Reformed, except that maybe I just would have gotten to the relentless phase. So there's your little fate game. Next up, it's gonna be the Rector Flicker. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult, in my opinion, to play the Rector Flicker because there are more things to consider, because the Rector Flicker is 2 spaces, and sometimes you want to choose the Dark Calling or the Harvester. It's good, but and then sometimes in rare cases you might want to pick up the Burnout Rector Flicker in some cases. But otherwise, all the other cards are the same. You still want the Paraffin Enforcer on a unit. You still want like a sweeper or 2, and then even if they don't have the sweeper, you like multi-strike works too, and then you duplicate it, blah blah blah. Other options are obviously the Bounty Stalkers and the Legion of Wax, but those are rare units, so I can't really guarantee that I'm gonna get to cover those strategies. But like if those comes up, unlike this run where I already have a strategy and I don't want to deviate from the strategy to go for a Bounty Stalker strategy. But if a Bounty Stalker or a Paraffin Enforcer or a Legion of Wax comes up early in the game, early in the run, and if they come up, I will try to go for those strategies straight away, just to show you guys those strategies. Hopefully next run, if not, hopefully someday. But other than that, like hopefully like in some other, if I'm covering Stygian or Awoken or Hellhorned or Umbra, and then we have Melting Remnant as the second clan or the secondary ally clan, like those units might still come up with the Melting Remnant, and yeah, maybe we'll get to those strategies when it's a guide for another clan. But other than that, those strategies are, in my opinion, easier to play. Anyways, yeah, so with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you learned something in this Covenant Rank 25 Little Fate, the Last Divinity run. If you enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing to my channel. I will have the second Rector Flicker run coming up soon. I don't really want to promise anything, but it'll be up really soon. So stay tuned, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all in my next Rector Flicker game. Peace.